Hello guys, I am just a random fangirl and welcome back to my channel. This time we'll be reacting to the Untamed season episode number 4. So last time a lot happened, but I am getting used to that by now because a lot happens all of the time. So yeah, that's just how it is. So basically we are still in the flashback. We are getting to know the characters and how the relationship work. We met a lot of new characters, but okay, so basically we met who Jan Lee is engaged to. I'm not really sure if that's who she ends up marrying, but I'm going to assume for my sake that it is, because come on, they got it bad for each other. You can see by those looks that yep, they got it bad. But I have a feeling that is going to not be easy, because yeah, that's just how things tend to be. So the first character that we are going to talk about, actually the first two characters, I have the names here. Okay, so yeah, from the Sect Jin, we have the characters of Jin Sichuan. I have something like that. Jin Sichuan. Well, it's the guy, the gangster, you know. And the next one is Mian Mian. We still don't know her real name because apparently that was like a nickname or something. And yeah, so yeah. And this Jin guy seems to, I don't know. I do think that he likes Jan Lee, but I don't know. I think that he has like, I don't know. It's weird. Someone comment in Patreon, I think, actually, that yeah, he's one of these characters that are arrogant and pretentious and rich and, you know, kind of privileged and arrogant and that, right? But that doesn't mean that the guy is bad. Like, at least I don't think so. Like, yeah, those are things that you should try to work on, but those are not bad attributes just because. You can be all of that and still grow as a person and still have good intentions. So I do think that he likes Jan Lee. I'm not really sure that he's all that bad. It just seemed like a really uncomfortable situation. So the person, I think, that comments something along the lines of him being just uncomfortable and not sure about what to do and almost kind of shy. So yeah, that's how I interpret it as well. So I want to see what they do with that character, because yeah, I believe that they have feelings for each other, but the situation, it's not good and he's not good at speaking to her, it seems like, okay, I am just basing all of this in 2 interactions, but it seemed like that because he basically did not speak a word. So I'm not sure if that's like he doesn't know how to express himself around her or something like that, but I don't think that he's a bad guy. And Mian Mian is great. Yeah, she offered a room. I like her. And yeah, so I think that's it from those guys. And then we've met the Wen clan guys. So we have the Wen clan leader, sect leader, and I think that his name is Wen Ruohan. Yeah, I think that's his name. And yeah, he seems evil, alright. Like, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of Fire Nation of Avatar. So That's fun. I really like their aesthetics. They're cool. And the next character is Wen Qing, the really cute girl that I liked, that she's been sent off to collect more of these gene iron stuff that apparently is what it's making the zombies, the puppets. So that's interesting. I want to see where that goes to. And then we have the hot guy, that his name is Shui Yang, and yeah, he's hot. I like him. And he's also in the task for searching one of those things, I think. And yeah, I hope that we get to see more about him. I want to follow him. He seems like he's a fun time. I want to party with him. So yeah, that I think that's it from the Wens. But yeah, like, I think that's the first time that we've seen this, and they live in a really cool city, so, or place, or sect, or whatever. But I think that the name of the place was something along the lines of Neverland. Never ever, never city, Never Night. I think it was Never Night or something like that. So it was a really cool place. I really like their aesthetics. And then we met some other guys. Like, we met a lot of new people. And those are from the Lan clan. And apparently they are Lan Shan's family. So we met his brother. I think that it's his older brother. I think that Lan Shan called him dad, but I could be wrong. And his name is Lan Huan. I'm not really sure if that is his birth name or if that is the courtesy name. I'm going to assume that's the birth name and that Lan Xishen is the courtesy name. But again, please do let me know in the comment section, because yeah, I'm not really sure. And then we met their clan leader, that's also their uncle, that is Lan Chiren. I don't think that we were given any other name. So again, I'm not really sure if that's his birth name or if that is the court's name. Also, someone in the comment section on YouTube told me about Lan Shan's title, so I am really thankful for that. I love that. Because I would have to go all the way back to translate the thing, because they do not translate it in the version that I'm watching. I am watching this on YouTube, so I don't know why it's not translated. So yeah, apparently his title is Han Wang Jun. Sorry if I am pronouncing that wrong. I am going to get better at it. And it means something like light bringer, or yeah, they explained it, so it was really cool. Thanks. And yeah, I really like to know stuff about that. If something, that's not a spoiler goes amiss to me in the reaction, please do let me know, because that really helps a lot. And what else? I think that's it. I think that those were the only guys that we met. I mean, like, I say only, but they were a lot, and I am remember them because I am doing the diagram thing. So that's why I am remembering them, and that's how I know kind of how the relationship between one another works. So yeah, I think that the diagram was a really good idea on my part. So anyway, we are with a lot of plots here, but we'll see how this episode goes. Let's hope that there's not a lot of more characters introduced, but I am not counting on that. Anyway, I think that they said actually that things get a little bit easier to follow around episode 6, so I'm going to hang in there. There's a lot of information, but I think I am not drowning. I think that I am doing fine for now, so let's hope it stays that way. And yeah, so this is episode 4. My idea was to do until episode 5 and then change to the donghua and then change to the manhua. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that, so again, if you have any opinion about how I should do it, let me know in the comment section, as I said in last reaction. And I'm probably going to do a poll to see how we're going to work through that. So, anyway, I think that's it. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. I think that's it, so without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction, shall we? And this apparently begins with the opening. I think that all of these episodes in dramas generally start with the opening, so. Yeah, okay. So we have Lan Chiren and Lan Huan. Just there, looking amazing. Ooh, a lot of references. I hope... it would be great if the semester could start like this. It could give it a lot more of seriousness, and I don't know, I liked it. Oh, he's beautiful! Like, what is up with this gorgeous man? This show is full of gorgeous men. How many? Are they going to tell all of them? Ooh, talking about beautiful. Looking at something that you like? Oh my god, they have a rule for everything. What the? Yeah. And they have to be like standing up for that? Who is this? What's that noise? Yeah. What is that noise? Everyone is hearing it. Is it a bird? Yeah, it's a bird. Oh, he's cute. Why does he have a beard? What is going on here? Ooh. Okay, so these are the Nia clan. Oh, the cute boy is there too. Okay. Nie Huai Sang. Okay. This is a new clan. I'm going to have to edit that diagram so much. This is so cool. Okay.
怀桑代聂氏向先生进献紫砂丹鼎一尊。不要。
Meng Zhao。
清河聂氏副使孟瑶。
Meng Zhao
特代
assistant.
表
Okay.
聂宗主献上
He's
紫
so
砂丹鼎。
cute.
紫砂古拙庄重，质朴浑厚，正如蓝先生传道授业之品格。
哎，这是谁啊？
请先生不弃笑纳。
就是那个孟瑶。
Baby stocking. Shh.
这孟瑶便是金宗主的私生子。
Oh.
听说
Oh, baby.
结果
Oh,
被传
shut the fuck up.
后来才投到这清河聂。
Everyone is listening to this. Like,
宗主之
at least gossip quietly.
一个地下呀。
安静。
Yeah. Like, who cares? So he's a love child. Oh, baby. In this time period, they really care about this.
手下有一得力
Oh,
副使
wait.
今日一见，谈吐温文，果然不凡。
Okay, I am looking at this and... Oh, God. Okay. I saw that. I saw that. What is going on here?
这紫砂望之不俗，正是蓝先生的喜好。
Really? Again? Yeah,
多谢周
same.
武君。
Same. I think Those looks! Oh my god, I think they like each other. I mean, like, those vibes are hard. Who is this? There were no subtitles, but I am guessing Wen Clan people. And my future wife, and I don't know the name. Okay.
哪儿来的鼠辈？
鼠辈不敢当。
Oh god.
魏无羡。
Yeah, you're messing with the wrong person. He's not going to stay quiet and take it.
庶子也敢插嘴？
我师弟江城刚才在行拜师之礼，
You interrupted.
岂能容你大呼小叫？你们岐山温氏就是这样教化众生。
Damn, baby.
今日我便让你看看我们岐山温氏是怎么收拾那些不听话的东西的。
温公子，一言不合而已，何必如此咄咄逼人？
云梦江氏不识礼数，不教育一下，未免世人说我辈没有规矩。
Who are you to talk? Oh, this is escalating. This is escalating quickly. Oh, this is escalating quickly. Protect the baby. Oh, he's protecting him. Okay. Okay, so there are people here who are not really that good at fighting. I need protection. Are we going to calm down with the power of music and friendship? Yeah, there's at least 3 people being protected, so I'm guessing that martial arts is not there. I saw that look! I saw that look! I am shipping them, and I'm shipping them hard. Oh! 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 That is a really powerful flute! Ooh!
温情与弟弟温妮第一次
Oh!
来到云深
Oh! Oh! Oh!
有
Oh!
些规
Wait!
矩
Wait!
尚且
Oh!
不知。
Huh?
还请蓝先生
What? Wait! 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 I'm sorry. I usually don't pause, but what? Let me check my notes. Maybe I'm. Let me just go back.
都之命前来听。岐山温氏温情，奉仙都之命前来听学。温情与弟弟温宁。
My brain just exploded. Poof. This guy. I am pretty sure of what I'm saying. This guy, Wening. He's the ghost general. I have it in my notebook. That's why notebooks are important. This guy is the ghost general. What the hell is going on here? I'm sorry, I had to pause. That was not going to let me pay attention to what was happening. Okay, I'm going to rewind a little bit because this seems important, but that guy is the ghost general. That does mean wasn't. I'm not going to jump to conclusions.
奉仙都之命前来听学。
I'm just going to see this.
温情与弟弟温宁第一次来到云深
Little
不知处
brother.
有些规矩尚且不知，还请蓝先生与蓝宗主海涵。
He seems so calm. I don't know.
魏兄，我听说蓝氏季兄，是我，是我，嗨，
Oh God! And ignored.
耳朵不好。
But hearing.
你居然敢去招惹大名鼎鼎的蓝湛蓝二公子
No! No!
这
Julia.
算什么？我跟你们说，我昨天晚上还跟他干了一架呢。
That is not something to be proud of.
你跟蓝忘机打架？魏兄，你可真是嚣张啊！哎呀，
That's one word for it.
你们俩是不知道昨天晚上那个情境多么的激烈。夜黑风高，我翻了那个墙，拿着
Yeah.
片子笑。
Yeah, babe, same. Just go with it. Go along with it. Ooh, beautiful.
叔父，蓝氏举办听学以来， 温氏从未派子弟来过。此次虽说只是来了温氏旁系的一对姐弟，只怕也是别有用心。
西尘啊，来者是客，无论他们目的如何，我们只要以礼相待，小心防备便是。
叔父说的是。
西尘。
He seems so polite. And everyone is gossiping about him. Well, your boyfriend is here, so... I see that! That was love at first sight for both of them. I see that smile. I see it. I see it.
拜礼已散，还不回去歇息吗？
梦瑶特意前来拜别泽无
Oh, why?
拜别。
I don't think that he liked
不如
that.
盘桓数日再走啊。
梦瑶为聂氏客情，还是早些回去的好。
Are you
既
sure,
如此
babe?
西尘不便多留了。孟公子，聂宗主为人光明磊落，赏罚分明，只要是有功之人，他必不会亏待的。
梦瑶记下了。适才拜礼之事，多谢泽无君转话。
言重了，你我都是同辈人，不必心思大礼。
梦瑶，
I just can't! They are in love, Your Honor. Oh, babe. Just ignore them. But I see that. I see that. I see that. I see that! They are in love, Your Honor. That was insta-love, love at first sight. You cannot tell me otherwise. Like, oh my god! I think that was a more insta-love than with our main characters. Like, what the hell? Those two look at each other and knew, yeah, I'm going to marry that guy. Oh. Oh. Oh! I think you hit jackpot, babe. Yeah. Yeah, my girl's smart.
温姑娘，温姑娘，你来这里干什么？哎，你这银针不错呀。
别动。
Ah! I think it's
有
special.
人告诉过你，不要碰医师的银针吗？
Oh, she's a
只有人
doctor.
告诉过我，这温氏有一个女医师，心狠手辣，
哈
那是半点碰不得。
Ha!
温姑娘，
Going straight to ignore.
你还没有告诉我，你来这里干什么？这云深不知处，后山不能擅入。如果没有什么正经事的话，你该不会是到这里来散步的？
只要为人正派，父亲有不喜欢的吗？再说了，
She's a good
你
sister.
不也是这样吗？嘴里念叨他，可心里还是挂念着的。
Yeah, he
我
is.
没有，
You are. He's basically your brother.
你又小声点儿，姐，你看我，哇，师姐，这刚烤好的鱼配纯菜汤最为鲜美。哇，
Ooh, 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 ooh. Is he really gonna eat that? Ooh, yeah. They're not even that cooked.
不吃是吧？那我全吃了啊。
I have a feeling that Cheng is also not really good at expressing his feelings. So everything comes out as anger.
来，瞎子，最后一次机会，再不吃，
不炫己长。
They are bad influence for each other.
推多取少，受辱不怨。
Oh, yeah, yeah, I do that. I do that as well.
施恩不
That's a
求报，
classic.
与人不追悔。
所谓善人，
I
人
think that
皆
the
敬
only one who's well, no, there's a lot of people paying attention.
无路随之，向山精鬼怪除鬼驱邪，为的就是度化。
What did you do? Oh God.
笑什么？不许笑！
Oh no, what is it? Oh baby. Yeah, like, oh my God. I can feel his anger for a mile away.
除妖是不是同一种东西？
I guess that
不是。
not. Yeah.
为何不是？如何区分？
妖者非人之活物所化，魔者生人所化，
Living
鬼者
humans.
死者所化，
Dead humans.
怪者非人之死物所化。
Oh.
妖与怪极易混淆。举例区分，
好说，好比你身后那棵活树，沾染书香之气100年，化成人形，有了意识，作祟扰人，此为妖。若我拿了一把板斧，拦腰砍断，只剩个死树墩儿，他在修炼成精，此为怪。
Monster.
清河聂氏先祖所操何也？
Huh, really interesting.
兰陵金氏家徽为白牡丹，是哪一品白牡丹？
金星雪浪，
He knows his stuff. Oh, I'm proud of this
为何
boy.
者？
岐山温氏先祖，温这怨气也可以。
Yeah, but
为何不
I
能
don't
在
think
意
that
我
that's what the
那我
rightful
再问
sects
你
do.
如何保证这些怨气为你所用，而不是戕害他人？
我尚未想到。
Ah!
你若是想到，各世家就容不得你了。滚！
Ah!
去藏书阁。
Yeah, I
完
don't
全
think
变
that
你
this
的
is
面
something that the righteous sects would allow. And yeah, now they're worried about him, and also he's not really putting a good reputation for them. Like, oh, it's tricky.
王姬，你去
Yeah.
将他带到藏书阁，不超千遍，不准离开。
God. Oh, this is Wening, right? This is the General Ghost. Oh God, I'm still thinking about it. Like, what does that mean? Is he a good archer? Is he going to try to get the rock? Oh God! Oh, that was good!
温公子，好剑法。腿弯曲，瞄准目标，再下一点，再上一点。好，瞄准啊！
温宁，
I don't think she approves. Oh no! Oh damn! Whew!
姐，
Whew!
你怎么跟他在一起啊？
Ha! He's a bad
温
influence.
公子，他人很好，他在指导我射箭。
Oh, he's a baby boy.
哎，温姑娘，我还没问你呢，我为什么老是能在后山附近看见你呢？你是经常偷偷跟着我，还是说你到兰氏后山要找什么东西？
Yeah, I mean,
你少
ah,
胡说八道了。
oh. Yeah, he knows something's up, something suspicious. Okay, so yeah, I took a break of basically a day because things, but I am back and I am ready to talk about my feelings about this episode. Okay, so first things first, we are here in the Land Clan, and apparently, I think that for the context that they are in, it's clear that this clan, the Land Clan, has been imparting this sort of lectures for the other sects, which makes sense why we have like basically everyone here, but it's only for how can you say it? It's only for the young masters. It's only for the best, at least in ranking terms, because we have this guy who was like, no, I cannot stay because I am just a servant. I am like this is not a place for me. So yeah, I mean, it's sad, but it makes sense. Like, the sects are really big, probably in general, so of course you cannot lecture everyone unless you're like, your whole purpose is that. But this Land Clan seems to be, like we discussed in previous episodes, they seem to be this clan, like, it's full of etiquette, and they are righteous, and apparently they impart lectures. But we know for a fact later on that the Wen clan do not usually participate in them. I would think that it's because they feel like they are superior. So yeah, this is the first time that they attended, and it's because of other reasons, not really because they are interested in the knowledge. So yeah, they are not doing it for love, out of love of the arts or something like that. So okay, so let me just quiet this. Yeah, okay, so we have the Jin clan, which has the person representing them as Jin Sichuan. Sichuan. I think that I'm pronouncing it good, but I am not sure. Like, I think that I'm missing a sound or a syllable. I don't know. I will get it. I will eventually get it. So yeah, Sichuan. No, I'm pretty sure that it's Sichuan, but I could be wrong. But anyway, this guy who is a peacock, and this is a clan that it's really ostentatious and rich, and we see it even in the gift that they bring, but that's another topic. Well, how about yeah. This is the salute, basically, and they are reading the rules, which are a lot of rules. Let me just change this to English really quickly. Oh, no, not that. Yeah, it's just that English is my default language, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they have a lot of rules, and some of them are like super excessive. I would not like to be here. Like, I just couldn't. Don't touch others' headband without permission. I don't know what that's about. Sounds interesting. Change clothing after shower. Like, okay, yeah, like, I could get that rule. I get that. Don't wear any jingling objects like beads. Like, why? Don't alter clothes secretly. I don't know. Don't keep suspicion. Don't slander others. Okay, so there are a lot of rules. Some make sense. Some, at least for me, really do not make a lot of sense. In middle school, I was... well, all elementary school and middle school, I was in this private school, and of course it's not as strict as, I don't know, religious kind of schools or those kind of situations, but they were still pretty intense with some of the rules of the school. I remember this one time I was like 14 years old, and I decided to get a radical look change. Well, radical for the age, but this was the kind of school that do not allow nail polish, and you cannot wear any kind of makeup, and like not even lip gloss, not anything. You have to, if you're a boy, you cannot have long hair. You can have some jewelry, like some necklace or earrings or that, but they have to be like not as like not really big, or yeah, they have to be just not barely noticeable. And you have to wear, of course, an uniform. Even the shoes, they basically set the parameters to be like school shoes, black, no heels allowed. What else? Yeah, but basically you had a lot of these rules, right? And this day I decided to make a change in my look, so I showed up the next day at school with this haircut. Like I didn't really do anything radically. Like I did not put colors or anything like that. It was just a haircut, that's it. But I used to have the hair like this, but of course without this, just black. So I decided to cut it asymmetrically. Like this side was shorter and it was like this, and this side was a little bit longer. So it was basically like here, this side, and this side was here. Not even that noticeable, but I was feeling so good about that haircut, like it was a new beginning or something. And then I show up next day in school, and in the school entrance, in the door, the director was always there, like to greet us, personally. But I show up, and I just see the shock in his face when he sees me. And he denied me entry to the school because my haircut was too radical and distracting and nasally and all of that nonsense that doesn't have anything to do with studying. Like, man, my haircut is not going to distract me for my studies, and I'm pretty sure that my haircut is not going to distract others from my study. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, I was a 14-year-old and I couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, no, what they had to do to let me in, my parents had to again redo the haircut so it was shorter, both sides equally. So now I had basically your regular boy haircut, like really, really short. And yeah, I was not feeling it, like, at all. I hated it because it was so much shorter than what I had last day. So I don't know how that resolved the issue. It really didn't. But anyway, that was the same school that one day, and I know that I'm talking too much, but I swear that it makes sense later. But anyway, this was the same school where, again, in middle school, I had the amazing idea to start tarot reading, right? So I was really new at it. I just bought a tarot on a whim, and I was super excited. And anyway, so I decided, I had a brilliant idea to start doing readings in school, just to see what I could do and if I was good at it. And it turns out that I am pretty okay at it. A lot of the predictions that I did actually like happened, so I don't think that I was bad. But anyway, so I was doing it, and I wasn't even charging anything. Like, it was free. It was just for the fun of it. Anyway, one of the teachers found out, and she was the headmaster's wife and also one of the teachers. And she takes away my tarot cards and calls my parents for a meeting because I was playing with the devil stuff. And I want to reiterate that this is a school with no religion. Like, it's supposed to be a safe place for everyone, but here we are because of tarot cards. And my parents did not react at all because, well, they are pretty cool. But yeah, no, that school was crazy. So what I'm trying to say is that I know how to be in these kinds of places and institutions that has like a lot of rules to follow, and it's not fun. I could not do it again. Not, well, maybe if I could learn cultivation, maybe then I could say, well, okay, fine, this sounds like an equal trade. But no, I get it. I get why Guxian was feeling so like like these rules are nonsense, this is boring, because I was in those kind of institutions where they have a lot of rules and a lot of rules that do not make sense. So yeah, anyway, we are in this scene where this guy, he's a Nia guy. Let me just check the name really quickly in my notebook. Yeah, I think his name is Nie Huaisang. Okay, so he's from the Nia clan. And he seems to, I don't know, he seems to be this kind of bad influence that Wei Wuxian needs, but actually Wuxian is more like a bad influence. They are like bad influences for each other. Like, I mean, like, it's great. And he just snuck out a bird. How did he even catch a bird to begin with? Like, that shit needs a lot of patience. But anyway, we have this guy right here who snuggled a bird, and everyone is distracted because the bird is I don't know how do you call when a bird makes noises? Like, does that have a peeping? I don't know. It's singing. So yeah, everyone is distracted pretty much. So yeah, the only one who's actually taking this seriously are probably the Lan guys. And of course Lan Shan, because he's a disciplined, dedicated student. So of course he is. But anyway, we have Lan Churen. Oh yeah, something happened here that I don't know. It was weird because we have Lan Churen, who is their uncle, right? But he is an elder, and he is in this position of important class. But then the Wen guys show up, or someone shows up. I don't remember. But anyway, so they call Lan Huan sect leader, right? I was not sure if I read that correctly, but I am pretty sure that they said that Lan Huan was the sect leader. So, if it's not a spoiler or anything, please let me know in the comment section, because I am really confused by that. Like, is he the sect leader? Or is this guy? Because I was under the assumption that this guy, Lan Chiren, is the sect master, is the sect leader, because it makes sense. He's older. That's how you usually imagine sect leaders to be, right? So yeah, I was confused by that. I just remember that. But anyway, so basically everyone is not paying really much of attention, and I think that it's really, really interesting because it shows a little bit of what these characters are about. Like, Guxian does not make sense of these rules. He doesn't care for them. Even when he is apparently really knowledgeable and he knows a lot about cultivation and he takes that seriously, he doesn't seem to care that much about the rules. And like I said before, like I established before with the anecdotes, I am with him. Like, I get why he doesn't take it seriously. But at the same time, even when I know why he's like that, it kind of bothers me a little bit that he's so disrespectful towards his elders, because, well, I am that kind of student that really holds teachers, at least the good teachers, to a high standard. I never talk to them in Jew parameters. I don't think that in English there's any word, but I mean, like, I don't think that there's anything, because there's only Jew, right? But in Spanish we have basically something similar to Chinese, with you can use the word tu, that basically just translates to Jew, and it's like informal terms, like close people terms, or your equal in age matter, or maybe younger people you're close to, family members. Well, I don't know. In some families you use you too with family members, but in some other families you use another word that is usted. So usted is a word used for a more formal kind of addressing someone without using their name. And I was taught that teachers are these these people that you need to treat with respect. So of course I always treat them with the word usted because it's a show of respect. And it always bothers me when people do not address them formally and they chose more casual terms. Even when the teachers, like now I am in college, so now the teachers are sometimes more of my age, just a little bit older than me. So I still feel uncomfortable when people do not address teachers properly and are disrespectful. I never interrupted in class. I always use the formal term to refer to my elders. I was like Lanshan in that terms. So it bothers me a little bit that Wei Wuxian is so bluntly disrespectful towards his, well, not his teacher, but his teacher in this instance, Lan Qiren, because, well, yeah, I know, rules can be boring, but he's so obvious at it, and it's so obvious that everyone is distracted. So I don't know, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable in those terms. But I know that he doesn't deem this important enough to pay attention. So yeah. Oh god, in this video there has been a lot of personal anecdotes. Sorry. sorry. Anyway, to the point. Anyway, in this scene you can see how most of the characters are reacting. So you can say that Wei Wuxian is not really interested in this part of the lecture. Even the next part of the lecture is not really of his taste, so he's just disrespectful. And then we have the Nia guy, who is trying to kinda blend in, kinda pay attention. He doesn't seem too interested in either, because, well, as we see later, he is also kind of a troublemaker, but in a more chill way. But anyway, he is with a bird, so of course he's just sweating cold because he's been like really noisy. So yeah. And then we have Lan Shan, who is just sending daggers into their direction because he's trying to pay attention. He really thinks that this is important, and he is not happy with them not taking it seriously. So he's uncomfortable that they are making him not pay attention to the lecture, and they are not paying attention either. So yeah, I get I get what he feels. I really get it. Both of them, I really get it. Then we have Jin Shixuan. Then we have Jin Shixuan, who is like also kind of wanting to pay attention, but then he keeps glancing because it's distracting, but then he has this like blank kind of expression. So yeah, I just think that it's really interesting because Jan Li seems like also trying. Jan Li and Cheng also look like they are trying to pay attention, but they are kind of worried when Wei Wuxian starts talking and just being all disrespectful. You can see the worry in their faces and them being uncomfortable with Wei Wuxian speaking so much because he's going to get in trouble and things are going to get awkward, and yeah, they are just kind of wanting them to pay attention. So yeah, it's just really fun to me to see all of these characters. Anyway, we have these because apparently each sect has to bring some kind of gift. And yeah, so as I was saying, we have this Jin guy, Jin Sichuan, from the Jin clan of Lanling. And yeah, these guys appear with a bunch of people, and then they bring the most gorgeous box as a gift. And you can see Janli's face here, and oh my god, I just think that it's really clear that they have feelings for each other, but they are awkward around each other. So I want to see how that is going to evolve. But anyway, so yeah, like look at this box. I would kill for only the box. Just, I don't care about the book. This box is amazing. It's really gorgeous. And yeah, like if that is the box, you can only imagine the contents of the book. So yeah, he seems like really respectful of his elders, unlike Wei Wuxian. And he, of course, yeah, he's pretentious. Another thing that I want to point out here, because if not, I may forget, is that I love him just casually flipping his robes when he's pissed and walking off, because that is such an elegant way to show up that you're angry and that you do not care for the other person's behavior. And I think that just in these 2 episodes alone, he has done it about like 3 or 4 times. Just to flip the robes. I love that. I don't usually have really flowy clothes, like especially in these parts, like I don't, but if I had them, I would totally do that, because it is just such a petty, elegant way to show up that you're pissed. I love that. I would wear more flowy clothes just because of that. I love it. So anyway, yeah, that's basically all I had to say about these guys. So the next one is the Nia clan of Qinhe. And we have these 2 guys, right? So we established, yeah, Nie Huaisang from the Nia clan. And he seems to be like alright, but also, I don't know, kind of a troublemaker. I get that vibe. Like, he's vibing so much with Guxian and just like gossiping like old ladies, and then going into a forbidden area to catch fish. And there's this part in the class where they are like just throwing themselves to each other, these pieces of paper with drawings, and I just love that relationship. He seems like a fun character, but he's not as much as a troublemaker. I don't think that he likes to be in the spotlight, because I think that he was the guy who started compulsively looking for an answer when they were questioning Wei Wuxian in the book, and also he wasn't like, well, we'll see more in the episode, more about that. But yeah, I don't think that he likes to be in the spotlight. I think that he's more calm than Wei Wuxian in that aspects. But yeah. So we have this other guy. I did put the name here. Did I? Yeah. Meng Zhao, right? So he's a servant from this Nia clan. And then, again, the blatant disrespect of these people gossiping. They were like doing their introduction, and then these people in the back were gossiping about this guy that, like, oh my god, just shut up. If you want to gossip, you can do it in any other place. Why make things awkward? I just hate people like that. I love to gossip. I love it. But there's a time and place to gossip. So yeah, it makes me really sad, because this guy just seems like, I don't know, like really sweet. He seems like, I don't know, shy to a degree, almost like he's uncomfortable being there because everyone's talking about him, and of course it will make you uncomfortable, but he's not reacting to it. So I think that he feels kind of ashamed for all that he's putting through with these gossips, just left and right, because of, I don't know, I feel like this happens a lot to him because of how he reacts to this. Like, I don't think that this is the first time that is subjected to this kind of pressure from his peers, because he seems like really too self-aware. He seems like, I don't know, wanting to take as little space as possible. So I already love him. He's my baby. And yeah, no, I just feel so sorry for him. Like, who cares? I just hate it, because in this time period they cared so much if you're legitimate child or if you are not, if you're a bastard, and somehow it reflects on who you are as a person. Like, that doesn't make sense. He doesn't chose to be a bastard child, he was just born into it. That doesn't mean shit. So I hate that for the time period. I really hate that. I know that it was like that, and in some places it still is like that. It's just crazy for me. It does not determine your value as a person. But anyway, so if I am understanding this correctly, this poor baby boy is the love child of, what we have in the screen right now is the love child of the clan leader Jin. So if I am understanding that correctly, and there's a lot to add to the diagram now, but if I am understanding that correctly, that would make him half-brother, Sichuan's half-brother, right? Because he's a love child, but Sichuan has to be the clan leader's son for him to be in a gangster position and for him to like be in charge of all the people in the clan, right? So I mean, like, I could be wrong, but if I am reading that correctly, because they say it, right? Here. He went to, and he went and he was kicked down, and then he became a follower of the Nia clan. So yeah, basically everyone is shitty to him, and I need to see all of that people suffer. So yeah, that's why they show his face, because he is being subjected to this rumor as well. And yeah, he's not comfortable with it either. Both as children of the Jin clan are treated so differently, like one in heaven and one in hell. Yeah, right. They were talking about... let me just replay this really quickly. Meng Jiao. Oh, my poor baby. I wonder what kind of proposal. And it has to be so uncomfortable, because I have to imagine that if they are saying that he went to the Jin clan with a proposition that was turned down, that means that he's not living there. So this guy, this clan leader that I already do not like, not even he's treating his sons differently, but this guy, just because he's a bastard, he is not allowed to live there, and he had to become a follower of the Nia clan, which, you know, they seem to be good to him. Like, he has some really nice robes, and I think that Lan Huan was saying that later on, but yeah, oh my god, so uncomfortable for everyone. But yeah, if I am reading that correctly, he has to be half-brother of Sichuan. Like, so awkward, because they probably do not know each other that well. Because, again, I do not think that they were raised together or anything. So, oh my god, that has to be so awkward for everyone. But you can see how he's just nervous, and he's just like doing this with his fingers and the box. And yeah, no, I do that when I am nervous too. So, and you're just like, you don't know how to react even, and he's just trying to put on a brave face and to smile it through and to be pleasant and nice. And oh, my poor baby. I already love him. I wanted nothing but the best for him. And yeah, I just, it couldn't be the worst if these guys who just keep gossiping about him could, I don't know, lose their voices magically or get their tongues cut off. I am just saying that couldn't be the worst. But I am like that. Okay, so we have this thing really interesting because okay, so I am shipping this so hard because I noticed, and I don't think that I said anything because everything was happening so fast. In these episodes, I have trouble saying what I want to say in the moment because there's a lot of information and a lot of things happening, and then on top of that, I have to talk and I have to react to. So yeah. Anyway, what I noticed here was that Lan Xishen. I don't know how to refer to him, Lan Juan or Lan Xishen, because I'm not really sure which one is the bird name and which one is the courtesy name. I think that the courtesy name is Xishen. I called him Sichuan, right? Oh my god. No, I think that his courtesy name is Xishen and his bird name is Juan, but fill me up on that in the comment section, please. Anyway, so I noticed that with the previous introduction of this Jin clan, he did not receive the thing personally, right? I mean, like, let me just go back a little bit just to... Yeah, no, look at this. The assistant goes to this other person and the gift is given. So this only makes things more interesting to me because he is seeing how this guy, this sweet guy, is being put on in the spotlight because something he can't control, and he's getting nervous and anxious and he's feeling ashamed and things are getting awkward for him. So he decides to step out of the place that he has been in and receive the gift personally. And not only that, of course not. He just goes on to say to those other guys like, bitch, fuck you. I like this guy, and if you do not, that is nothing to me. Because he goes on to say like, having seen the elegance of your speech today, I know that the rumors are true or something like that, and he's like being super flirtatious and just looking at him in the eye and smiling at him, and then like look at those faces, like, oh my god, the way that he like raises his head up to meet his glance. They are looking in the eyes for an insane amount of time, and he's just a little bit smiling, a little bit more comfortable with the situation. And then to top it all off, this right here, he goes to take the box and he caresses his hand with his pinky and then does it again later on. Like, oh my god, if that is not flirting, I don't know what it is. How did this pass censorship? Like, they are taking their sweet time with our main couple, like just keeping it really mellow, really slow burn kind of situation. Like, we are on episode 4 and it's still like there has been tension moments, and like when in episode 2 Lan Shan grabbed Wei Wuxian's wrist when he was playing the flute, like, oh my god, I felt chills with that. But they went all out with these two. Like they said, yeah, we are shipping them and you are shipping them with us. Like, they went all out. Like, I just love it. Like, he just goes complimenting him, and then he goes to grab the box and brushes his hand again. And then for the rest of the moment, they keep making eye contact. Like, that was love at first sight for both of them. But also, like, the admiration that Zhao looks at him like he looks at Lan Huan with almost admiration in his face. Like, reverence, but like also this kind of excitement. Like, it was love at first sight. I am just saying that. And I'm shipping them, and I'm shipping them hard. Because, oh my god, they are gorgeous apart and they are gorgeous together, and I am shipping them. I am shipping them. And you can do nothing to stop me. I am just saying that they are gorgeous. And I love them. But anyway, so then we have these guys coming in, and they are the Wen clan. Of course. I mean, like, who else could they be with those aesthetics? And then we have this asshole. I do not even remember his name. I don't think that I wrote down his name because there was so much going on. But yeah, I think that he's of some importance. I'm not sure if he's, again, a son of the Wen clan leader. Maybe he seems really cocky, so maybe. But he's not a good person. And then we have this other sweet boy that I have so many feelings about. Because this is Wen Ning. Yeah. So, this has to be the Ghost General. So, he has to die. And he has to be so close to Guxian for him to make him his general, and for them to be associated with one another like this in the future. So I'm not really sure if I want to know what happened. Because he looked so differently in the future than he does now. And I'm not really sure if I want to know. I'm not sure. Because, okay, for what we've seen for now, the only two people who seem to be nice are this girl, this beautiful girl, Wen Qing, and her brother, Wen Ning. They seem to be good and decent people, and then we have this asshole using the force to choke someone and then to set fire on them because he can, and wahahaha, like, asshole, I hope he dies. Like, look at that face, he's a maniac. And we have this girl who is just like, can we do business, please? I am out here trying to do my job, and you're making that really hard. And I love that for her. I love her. Like, oh my god, she's so gorgeous. My wife. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, they make their way even though they have no invitation, and then they... Oh yeah, we have... So, again, which one is the courtesy name and which one is a bird name? Yang Cheng or Jiang Jan Wanjin? I'm going to assume that his bird name is Yang Cheng, because I think that that's how Guxian and Yan Li refer to him. So I'm going to assume that that's the bird name. So anyway, these guys just virgin because they can, and without invitation, without manners or anything, and they're like, well, we are here, what you gotta have to do about it? And he starts to be an asshole again for no reason, without sensing anything, and things start to escalate so much that Wuxian has to stand up because he just interrupted his brother, mind you. And this escalates so quickly that Lan Xishen has to intervene. But also, I really love that we are establishing from this point that there are people here who are fighters and there are people here who are not fighters. Because we have Yan Li and Huai Sang, who... And I mean, I guess that you could specialize in a lot of things in cultivation, so you do not need to actually like do the fighting most of the times. Like, I don't know, Shimei was not really fighting combat or anything like that coded. So yeah, I'm gonna do the wild guess that Jan Li and Huai Sang both are not really fighters, because when this happens, we see that Meng Jiao just stands in front of Huai Sang and Cheng stands in front of Jan Li. So yeah, I don't know, it's the details. I love it. But anyway, he's like, can't I get one day of peace without something happening? And then he starts playing the magic flute, and look at this face! Like, I love that in this episode alone, we are taking tons of time to focus on them looking at each other like they just found the love of their life. Like, oh my god, that face. He's in love, Your Honor. This was the most insta-love. And I mean, I am not judging. They are both beautiful. But anyway, magic flute, and they are basically accept that the winds are going to be here now, but just barely, and they have to have manners. And then we have these two just conspiring and wanting to have fun, and Yang Cheng looks so done. He looks so done with this, okay? He's like, can you be civil, please? Like, you have a lot to do, you have your homework, you're not being like obedient, can you please not? And I get you, Cheng, I get you. These two are bad for each other. They're going to wreak havoc in this place, I just can't tell. Like, poor Cheng, he has to be the responsible sibling. And yeah, we established that Lan Shan does not care too much about Guxian in this point of time. And yeah, we are speculating about if the Wens are in fact the ones doing these puppets or not, but there's nothing that they can do for now because it could be bigger than them. So yeah, they have to be careful with this. So again, the fact that Lan Shiren is discussing Din with Xishen. It's Xishen or Xisheng? Well, I don't know. Is he the clan leader? Is he supposed to be the clan leader, or is he to be the clan leader? I don't know. Please clarify that. Like, and again, with the behavior of Zhao, I am saying this right here. How he is waiting for someone, and instantly when he hears footsteps, his first reaction is to withdraw to this corner, no, without looking at them in their face, I think, and being super respectful. But I get that he's still worrying about what happened before. He seems still uncomfortable, and he might think that people are still talking about him. So my poor boy, he had to go through so much, I bet, for him to be having these kinds of behavior. Anyway, the way that his face just lights up and changes and just it's more open and happy the moment he sees Xishen. Also, I found it adorable that he was just waiting for him. Oh yeah, clan leader Lan. Yeah, so Xishen is the clan leader. I was not expecting that. Like, he seems to be about Lan Shan's age, so that is really interesting. Yeah, so I read that correctly. He is the clan leader. the way that they are just look at each other and talk to each other, and how he... Oh yeah, what I was saying is that it's really cute that he just stayed here a little bit in order to personally say goodbye to him. And I hate that he has to go somewhere else because I want to see more of him. Okay, he just... I love him. I want to see more of him. I want more interactions with these two. But I guess that in the near future that's not an option. Because, you know, he has things to do and he's a servant, he says. And the way that Station was like, well, can't you stay a couple of days? I'm a guest. Yeah. Okay, so not servant. But he's a guest of the Nia clan and not a disciple. It just sucks. Like, why would you do that to your own son? Anyway, bad fathers are everywhere. But anyway, like the way they look at each other, and a lot of physical contact they do. Like, oh my god, they are just super cute, and the way that he's just seeing him departure. And then he smiles a little bit, like, oh my god, that was love. That was love. I would be singing the Little Mermaid song if I knew it in English, but I only know it in Spanish. Well, maybe I have... No, I don't know it. But I'm going to learn it in English just so next time that they see each other, I will be singing that. Just for them in the background. Because, oh my god, yeah, he has to kiss him. Like, oh my god, I am shipping them so hard. Okay. Anyway, getting distracted here. So we have this gorgeous, beautiful girl looking for the Gene Iron, right? Oh, yeah. I was thinking this in the episode, and okay, I don't know if this theory is going to be off base or not, but okay, so I don't know if it's just because I just watched Word of Honor, but I'm thinking, so we know that there are pieces of this Gene Iron, right? And that we don't necessarily know where they are, but they are pretty sure that one of them is in here. So I got just reminded of the glazed armor in Word of Honor, in Shanheling. So if you know what I'm talking about, but so in Shanheling they have this glazed armor and there are pieces of it and you have to put them together in order to open the World Armory, right? So I'm not saying that it is the same thing, but I am saying that my theory comes from that I know that in Word of Honor, and again, I know, two different things, but in there, the pieces of the glazed armor were basically in the Five Lakes Alliance, right? Each sect of the Alliance had one piece, and then there was a key and blah 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 blah. But I am guessing if there is something like that in here. Because I think that the Yang guy, Shui Yang, was sent somewhere else, right? And I don't know, that happened a lot of episodes ago. But I think that he was sent to another clan or something like that to recuperate one of the Gene Irons. I'm not really sure. I could be really way off base. But I'm thinking if this is something like the glazed armor. If this Gene Iron is a thing and it has their pieces, and I am just guessing if these five clans are supposed to have one piece of it and it's hidden, and then the Wen clan is trying to collect all of them in order to, you know, be more powerful and make more puppets. I am guessing if, I don't know, I have the theory that it might be because she's searching in this place, right? And she's searching in this forbidden place that has a barrier. So, I don't know. I may be wrong, but I'm just putting it out there. Maybe each one of the sects has one piece of this gene iron, kind of like the glazed armor. So I don't know, that could be a thing. But anyway, she's coming closer because she finds this place where this barrier lies. So yes, she's getting close. I really don't know how they are supposed to get in and actually get the gene iron, or maybe she's just I don't know, maybe she can just get as close as possible and then just inform that it is there. I am not really sure if she is supposed to retrieve the thing or just inform if their existence is like that. And then we have Guxian just, you know, casually flirting with this precious girl, and I get it. She's precious. I could flirt with her too. But she's like really cold. And also, she apparently is a medic. So, really interesting. And yeah, the flirting is not working, and he's I don't know, Guxian has this, like the last time, this almost flirting kind of way of speaking to people, but also like implying things or asking for favors. And I think that he's kind of jokingly flirting and being like, and I don't mean flirting in order to get something, I just mean that he has that kind of flirty personality. So yeah, so I think that he's just kind of playing around, but also kind of making implications and kind of seeing where she's at, because it is suspicious that she's here. So I don't know, it's a really interesting way to interrogate someone. But anyway, we have this really nice moment also, because I think that Cheng as Sichuan is that kind of character who has problems expressing how they feel, and at least in Cheng's place, in Cheng's case, it reflects as anger. He masks his worries and problems as anger, as his temperament, and he is worrying about Wei Guxian, and worrying about him not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And Jan Li is this kind of person who helps, like she is the one making sure that everything is smoothly. So I think that that is going to be a problem in the future, because if she is like the kind of soft spot for both of them, and if Yang Cheng is really bad at expressing his feelings and it comes off as anger, and Wei Guxian is just himself, I just can't see it being a problem without her in the future, because she is like the neutral ground. She's Switzerland in here. She's trying to make everyone get along, because she knows these two guys, and she knows that they care about each other and that they're brothers, but that they do not talk things through completely as they should. And yeah, I can't just see that being a problem. I just keep thinking about the future and the implications of everything. But anyway, we have the class, and yeah, here we have Guxian. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, Guxian is just, he's a troublemaker. He doesn't have to do that, but because he doesn't really get along with Sichuan, who was just like calmly getting inside, he just cuts his bat, and he's like, oh, I didn't mean that. Sorry, I didn't see you. Come first. And of course, that earns him an angry flip of the rope. And like, yeah, no, yeah, like, Guxian, why are you like this? You can also see Cheng's face, because he also does not approve with him marrying his sister. So he's seeing this interaction, and he's seeing Guxian be sort of an asshole to this guy, and he's almost smiling there, almost like in complicity, but of course he has to be the responsible one, so he's like, stop messing around. So I just think that those details are amazing. And like, again, angry flip robe, and that was what I would have done. Like, just stop messing with the guy. Why? Your sister is supposed to marry him. He's not even that bad. Anyway, so here we have the class, and we see that again, once more, Guxian is not paying attention. But we also see a glimpse that he's intelligent, he is knowledgeable, he is just not interested in this kind of class, in this kind of lesson, like this particular lesson. So he's just being troublemaker again. I think that that's a word that I'm going to use to describe him. He's a troublemaker, and he keeps making trouble. And yeah, that's how I felt in that scene. That's how I felt. Like, why did you need to do that? Respect your elders. But he's a free spirit. And anyway, we know that he is knowledgeable and that he is really good at what he does. And also we are seeing the first things. So we know that in the future he is the Geeling Patriarch, and that he has his ghost general, and that he is using demonic cultivation, right? So I think that it's really interesting that right here, when Lan Qiren starts shooting the most practical questions instead of theoretical ones, he seems to come up with a kind of answer that your normal righteous cultivator would not come up with. And yeah, I just think that in these Xianxia worlds, it's a really controversial topic, the cultivation path that you choose. So of course, anyway, what I want to say here is that you can see Yan Li's face and Cheng's face, and they are like proud of him responding everything as he should. And just, I think that it's that sibling kind of pride when your brother is showing off and you know that he has worked really hard and that many people do not see him as you do, and you're proud of him, right? And then we have faces like Lan Shan's, and I even think that Huai Sang, and I think that even Sichuan were like kind of impressed with him, and we're looking at him like, oh, he knows his stuff. And even Qiren was falling into that category. But as soon as Wei Wuxian starts talking about the resentment energy and how it can be used, and he is not responding accordingly, you can see the shift in Yan Li's and Cheng's face into something more of worry, of just shut up. And I don't think that that's even only them. Like, everyone in the classroom is just looking at him, just wishing that he remains like silent, that he doesn't say anything more, because things are getting awkward and agitated, and that's not how you are supposed to cultivate. That's not the standard answer that you are supposed to give. You can see these kind of faces like, no, you do not say these kind of things. And Guxian is just not having it. He is doing what he wants to do. Yeah, like those, like, yeah, they do not think that it's worth it to actually get into an argument with your elder because of something like that. But Guxian he's him. And you can see that. Because it's not only reflecting on Guxian, it's also reflecting on them. So yeah, you just can't see it in their faces. And then we have this sweet boy again, working really hard, and then he makes friends with Guxian. I don't think that his sister is happy with that, but but I think that that's nice, because we know that they are working together in the future and that they have to be like close, because Gusion is just a friendly kind of person. So yeah, I am looking forward to see more interactions between them. And again, Gusion kind of with flirting and kind of with the assumptions of what she's doing there. I love that for him. Like, he's half joking, half talking seriously, half he's already got you figured out. I just love that. And then we have, of course, this sequence between Gusion trying to figure out what Wen Qing is doing there, and just starts fighting with Lanshan. So yeah, great episode. I am getting so attached to all of these characters already. Whew, I just talked for an hour. Oh my god. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!